friends, I'm Emelia with 18 Reasons, and I'm wondering, what do you think of when you think of fall? I think of apples. How fitting then that our seasonal spotlight recipe with Community Foods Market and Fresh Life Foundation is an apple crisp. Hope you enjoy.
You can see our recipe is fairly simple. We can gather our ingredients, preheat our oven to 375, then get this crumble party started. There are two main components to our crisp: the crumble, which will go in this bowl, and the apples, destined for this bowl. We'll start with our apples. We don't need to peel them as they'll be baking until soft. We cut directly around the core to avoid any seeds. Always placing it flat side down keeps our apple stable. We want about 1/4 inch slices so it bakes evenly. We can use different types of apples, knowing that some may cook more quickly than others. This is great if you like a variety of textures. When we slice, always place the sloped side away from our fingers, so we're safe even if our knife slips. Pro tip: to keep our cut apples from browning, we can toss with a squeeze of lemon or lime. On to measuring. To measure brown sugar, we can scoop and pack it in, leveling off the top. 1/4 cup goes into the apples, and we'll do the same for the 1/2 cup in the crumble topping. We need 1 tablespoon of flour for our apples, which will absorb any excess juices. Whole wheat flour has greater nutritional benefits than white, though both will work in this recipe. We measure flour differently than sugar. If we scoop directly, we may actually get more than we need. So instead, we use a second scoop to fill our cup. Baking is often more precise than cooking, but don't let that scare you. Measuring properly is the first step to successful and delicious dishes. After filling, level it off just as we did for the sugar. We need 1/2 cup total for the crumble. Next, cinnamon. I'm using 1/2 teaspoon. While we said baking is precise, if you particularly love cinnamon, you can definitely use more. You're also welcome to add ground nutmeg or ginger if that's your thing. Now for my favorite part, tossing our apples. I use my hands because it's easy and honestly, kind of fun. Give your apples a taste, remembering that they'll get sweeter as they bake. Let's finish our crumble. We're adding 1.5 cups of oats to the sugar and flour, then stirring it together. Last thing to add is the butter. We dice it into pieces, but they don't have to be perfect as we'll be crumbling them further. Save a small amount for greasing your baking dish if you don't have cooking spray. We can crumble it with our hands until evenly incorporated. I don't know about you, but I loved playing in the sandbox as a kid, if you couldn't tell. We evenly butter or spray our dish to prevent the apples from sticking. Add our apples in an even layer. Top completely with the crumble. Then we throw it in our hot oven and set a timer for 40 minutes. It may take more or less time, so keep an eye on it. Here's mine after 40 minutes. It smells delightful and looks golden brown. All done. You can see that some spots got slightly darker than others. I personally love these crispy parts. For serving, scoop it into a bowl and top with yogurt if you'd like. But most of all, enjoy! Apples are infinitely versatile and nutritious. Try different types and recipes to find your favorite, and check back soon for our next seasonal spotlight.